All right. How's everybody doing? The day I'm recording this is Mother's Day. So, happy Mother's Day to all the mothers out there. I want to shine light on something real quick. I don't usually do a kind of video like this, but I feel like that this needs some attention. So, I was at work last night when one of my favorite radio stations tweeted this. We're always talking about the best of, uh, sorry, we're always talking about the best albums of all time. But how about the worst ones? What are some bad albums put by legendary rock bands? Now, I noticed a couple albums that really stand out here. Here, some I haven't listened to, some I have listened to. So, like you see, Korn there, Guns N' Roses, Metallica. So let's go ahead and open this from Loudwire. 25 worst albums by legendary metal and hard rock bands. Let me see if I can find a couple of them. So it says here some of these measures are a bit extreme, but it demonstrates just how passionate these fans are and how the greatest albums from bands like Iron Maiden, Metallica, Guns N' Roses, and more had such a lasting impact. Only by consistently releasing great works you can't ever get. Only releasing great works can you ever get such a harsh reaction to an album that falls flat. So the first one here, I actually haven't really. I don't know if I've really read this one, or not read. Listened to this one, and it's "Welcome to My Nightmare" by Alice Cooper. This was released in 2011. Let's see here. Sequels to legendary albums rarely, if ever, work out. Lump Alice Cooper's there's "Welcome to My Nightmare" into this category, and do it with haste. So. Oh, apparently there's a pop song on here, and it conveys the opposite of its title. And apparently it features Kesha? Huh? With Kesha on What Baby Wants. Hold on. Let me pull up Spotify here. Don't mind me listening to Korn. Let me see here. Alice in Chains. Let's see here. Oh, he's got a new album already. And excuse me for a moment. Okay, I'm back. Sorry, I had to pick up something. Anyways, so we're looking at the album here. Let's see here. Honestly, this looks like it seems like a good album, but with the amount of plays this has, it kind of doesn't really seem that popular. And wait, what does this say about? And with Kesha on What Baby Wants, it's certified the disc a better drink toaster than a piece of music. Where is it? I opened Discord. Good thing that's on my other screen. What Baby Wants? Where's that on there? Oh, wow. Will I give this a chance to listen? Probably not. I do like Anthrax, but I'm not familiar with a lot of their albums. Not familiar with Bad Religion. I'll go with a couple albums that stand out. Hey, get that. Okay. The next one, Black Sabbath, Forbidden. Let's look up Black Sabbath. Hey. Alright. Let's see where that is. That's from 1995. Is it on here? Hey! It's not on here. Forbidden marked the final Black Sabbath album and otherwise criminally underrated Tony Martin era. And if there was any way to salvage the band's name after Forbidden, it was to enlist Ozzy Osbourne as the returning frontman soon after. Produced by Ernie C. from Body Count. This relationship parlayed into Ice-T guesting on the awkward opener Illusion of Power. Martin half talks, half sings while Ice-T raps over certain parts, and how anyone made it to the next track is shrouded in mystery. For those who powered through the album, a riff in Shaking Off the Chains was the biggest payoff, and the rest, well, sorry. And the rest is bogged down in tired songwriting and would be best if it were forgettable. But with material this bad, unfortunately, it was memorable for all the wrong reasons. Freaking phone's going off. Actually, let me not mute my ringer. Let me put Do Not Disturb back on. Oh, fucking nasal! Shit. Jesus. Anyways, Celtic Frost, not kind of familiar with. Deep Purple Bananas. What? Oh, I'm sorry. Put that in the wrong spot. My allergies are fucking bugging me. This is gonna be a horrible video, I can already tell. One look at the album cover for Deep Purple's 2003 record Bananas should have been enough of a warning sign for what was contained within. Who came up with this design? Who came up with this album cover? Hold up. Let you guys read a little bit of this, but that's why I was kind of wait. We'll take the Gwen Stefani cut over this record. Oh God, I don't even know what to think about that one. Def Leppard songs from the Sparkling Lounge. Maybe. Oh, Dio's on here. Angry Machines. Oh wait, yeah. Would I give this one a listen? Maybe. Would I give this a listen? Probably not. Would I give this one a listen? Not really. Would I give Dio Angry Machines a listen? Well, let's find out. Following up on the brilliant and doomy Strange Highways was, of course, going to be difficult. The mid-90s were not one of metal's strongest periods. Well, that is true. But the album brought crushing weight and raw emotion that appeared on the Dio band and was ready to keep the flag waving high and proud with Angry Machines, or not. I gotta... Sorry, I felt a sneeze. Anyways, the guys did a 180 putting... Oh, my damn throat itches. Sorry if you had to hear that. The guys did a 180 putting out the only truly mediocre album under the Dio moniker. Jesus, I've been sneezing so much today. I took a Claritin for my allergies. I don't even know if it's helping or not. With an overlying grunge feel, Angry Machines is completely bereft of the magic and wide-eyed bewilderment we've all come to expect from RJD. Black, Big Sister, and Golden Rules pass. God damn. Ugh. Ugh. I'm sorry if you guys have to hear me suffer. You guys already think my videos suck anyways. I have a good feeling. Anyways, would I give this a listen? It's a 50-50. Maybe and maybe not. Guns N' Roses Chinese Democracy. Okay, so I'm gonna read a little bit here, and I'm gonna give you like my opinion on what I think of the album. So it says it took 15 years to make and likely cost more than any other album in existence. But Axl Rose and his various cast of musicians finally delivered the long-promised Chinese Democracy. Was it worth the wait? Not even for the free can of Dr. Wait, what? Not even for the free can of Dr. Pepper, the brand had promised everyone if the album actually did see a 2008 release. Shackler's Revenge and the title track sound exactly like what they were. Stitched together song fragments from over the years, united under a lackluster and tepid mix. If it weren't for Axl, nothing about this record would even be identifiable as I fucking hate pronouncing these words. Synonymous with the GNR name. So, I've listened to this album before. I thought it was a good album. I won't lie. I'll name you a couple of my favorite tracks here. Sorry if I didn't pull up Spotify. I'll give you some of my favorite tracks from here, just so we can go off of it. Yeah, here we go. So, of course, I liked every song off the album here, but I'll name you some of my favorites. Chinese Democracy, that's a favorite. Shackler's Revenge, that's another good one. I like Better. If the World kind of has like a little Italian kind of guitar feel, I'll let you listen for a little bit. No copyright striking here. Catcher in the Rye, I guess that was a pretty good one. IRS, it was alright. That's pretty much all I can name. Oh, This I Love has the most plays. Just hear a little bit. I can't play too much because I don't want YouTube copyright striking. Well, I like that. Kind of gives off a November Rain kind of vibe. That stupid thing. Now I gotta go all the way back down. So, I personally rate this album at least a good 10 out of 10. And you guys can agree or disagree with me in the comments. Also, if you want to see more videos, maybe like this, where I talk about like music and whatnot, talk about like what I think about certain albums, let me know. My soda just fizzed up for a moment. Anyways, let's continue. Iron Maiden, Virtual XI. I'm gonna actually put Spotify on my other monitor. That. Let's search this up. Iron Maiden. Released a new... I don't know if you guys know this, but they released a new album. Well, not like a new album, but they released an album last year, and it's just basically like their retour. It's basically like a new live album, Knights of the Dead. This is basically the Legacy of the Beast tour. It must have been a tour for the game or something, because I remember I fucking loved the game. It kind of gives off like a Raid Shadow Legends kind of vibe. Anyways, let's look for Virtual XI, which I think is Roman numerals for 11. I do like Iron Maiden. Actually, let me rephrase that. I love Iron Maiden. And, like, I have a poster in my room. You guys can't really see it because I don't have my face cam on. And I probably won't turn it on. Virtual 11, I guess that is hands down Iron Maiden's low point. Still trying to rein in a sound to mesh with Blaze Bailey's... Blaze Bailey. Wait, wasn't he the old singer for Iron Maiden? I think he was. Yeah, who was on like the first 2 records. There's from Iron Maiden. Still trying to rein in a sound to mesh with Blaze Bailey's baritone voice after writing for Bruce Dickinson's operatic tenor for a decade. They tried and failed, miserably. The Angel and the Gambler, the leading single, was a sheepish ripoff of The Who with its beat a dead horse chorus and stumbles kept on. Uninspired, desperately trying to find some sort of edge, redeeming parts found in Lightning Strikes Twice, When Two Worlds Collide, and the fist-raising The Klansman, just aren't enough to buoy the otherwise drivel. Drivel. Would I listen to this album? Like I said with Black Sabbath, it's a 50-50 for this one as well. Like I wouldn't mind listening to some old stuff, like new old stuff, like stuff I haven't discovered yet, basically. I think some of these songs are on one of their greatest hits albums. Let me look here. If I can find it. Unless it's... Oh, wait, maybe it's in their compilations section on Spotify. Yeah, here we go. From Fear to Eternity, because that goes up to from 1990 to 2010. Yeah, the Klansman's on there. I think I've listened to the Klansman before. Honestly, I thought it was a good song. But would I listen to this album? Like I said, 50-50. Judas Priest, Demolition, 2001. And, I'm not going to talk about some of these albums. I did see an album on here somewhere. Okay, that, I don't know. Yeah, here we go. This was the one I was looking for. Korn, Untitled. Korn were wise when they opted to not give their 2007 record a title. Now, when your friends ask you what the worst Korn album is, you don't really have an answer. Jonathan Davis wanted the title to be open for whatever fans wanted to call it. And we're calling it, and everyone's calling it the worst albums, and everyone's calling it one of the worst albums by legendary bands. Opting to work out of their stylistic comfort zone, the band, a three-piece at the time with guest drummers, delved in outside influences, aiming for one of their most expansive releases yet. The only boundaries that album pushed were the fans' threshold for wholly diluted music. Not even the world-class Stickman's Terry Bozzio could salvage this one. So I'm gonna give my opinion. I listened to some songs off of this album. I think Evolution was the first song that I heard from the album. And honestly, I liked that. I'll name you some of my favorite songs from the album. I'll name you a couple of my favorites. Bitch, We Got a Problem, Evolution, Hold On. I think I listened to that song. I think I listened to that song from their album. I think it's called Kiss or something. I think I heard that last night or something, because it appears on my Spotify playlist somehow, and I'm like, all right. Everbee and I Will Protect You. I think I Will Protect You is about like a father telling his kids, like a father who passed away, telling his kids that he would always protect them. Honestly, it's kind of honestly like with a lot of guest drummers, like even Jonathan Davis played drums on some of the songs. Jonathan Davis, Terry Bozzio. I think that the album is pretty good. I haven't fully listened to the album. Would I want to? Honestly, I would give that a yes, just for like my whole opinion on it. Because if I just listen to the whole album right now, the video is going to be like an hour long, and I'm not trying to do that. I remember like when they went on tour for this album, I think they had like Joey Jordison from Slipknot play like Evolution. Like they had him learn drums for that. I think I haven't seen anything else, but like I remember watching a video of them in Argentina from 2008 when like when Ray Luzier first joined the band, and I like how he plays the drums on Everbee, because that he honestly goes so freaking hard with that. I heard him play the drums for Evolution, and I think I saw a video of Jonathan Davis playing live at a Union Chapel. I think it was called Alone I Play or something. And they played Hold On from that album. Which honestly, I thought it was a good rendition. That's just my opinion though. Let me know what you guys think about this Korn album. Honestly, so far, I think it's from like the songs I've heard, it seems like a good album, and I would definitely give this one like a full listen, just for like what I think about it. Megadeth, Risk. I do like Megadeth. I don't know if I've heard this one. No. I'll let you read that a little bit. You can pause the video if you want to. Um, honestly, I do like Megadeth, but I'm not. But I don't know if I would give this one an album. Here we go. Metallica, Saint Anger. So I'll read this a bit and I'll give you my opinion. We all knew this one was coming. Metallica returned with their first new studio effort in 6 years after the mixed reception of Load and Reload. The internal issues in the band were chronicled in the Some Kind of Monster film, where Metallica even debated if they should play guitar solos or not on a heavy metal record. The result was apparent. The result was apparent. The band was out of touch and forced a record that now sees a wealth of its copies in the used section of music stores. Some still exist, apparently. Apparently some still exist, With Ulrich's famous snare sound, which I'll talk about in a bit, he forgot to turn the damn thing on, like the sound, and nobody said boo. Painfully bad lyrics like I'm madly in anger with you and my lifestyle determines my death style. Among a laundry list of others, there's little fear that Metallica could even do worse. Lulu is apparently excluded as it was a collaborative effort with Lou Reed. So I've listened to a couple songs off the album. Honestly, I wouldn't give this one a full listen. 1, no guitar solos. 2, Lars Ulrich's snare drum literally sounds like a trash can. Literally sounds like a trash can lid. But they do live rendition. But they have been playing some stuff from Saint Anger live. Honestly, it sounds better with the way Lars' snare is now than what it was back then. Honestly, I wouldn't really give this one a full listen, to be honest. I do like Metallica, but I don't know how to feel about this song. Also, my opinion, I think their acoustic rendition of All Within My Hands is way better than the version that you hear on the record. Excuse me for a moment. I gotta blow my nose real quick. Alright, let's continue. Never heard of this one. This one here, Motley Crue, Generation Swine. I want to read this a bit because I do like Motley Crue, but I've never listened to this album. Originally intending to retain John Corabi, disastrous and feud-ridden studio sessions led the singer to quit the band. Led the singer to quit the band. The reunion with Vince Neil for the first time since '89 was inevitable, returning the band to its former glory on Generation Swine. At least so they thought. Glam was dead, buried and fully decayed by '97, and the only option was to keep up with the trends. Dialing in varying themes of sonic piles of slop that even pigs would turn their noses at the song. What? Oh my God, I'm sorry. Dialing in varying themes of sonic piles of slop that even pigs would turn their noses at. The song, because they're all in pig masks. Anyways, wait. Is that? Why is that on there? I'm gonna have to look at that in a bit. The songs range from pulsing electro moments to painfully empty, far-reaching Nirvana imitations. Neil's voice was also an outlier as the material was written for Korabai's, or Korabai's, I don't know. Korabai sounds cool though. Korabai's lower, grittier tone and was an all-around flop. Don't call it a comeback because it wasn't. Well, with the way that sounds, I know, like, I've heard the way Vince Neil's voice sounded like. Or I know what Vince Neil's voice like. Oh my god. I know what Vince Neil's voice sounds like from, how do you say it? From, like, back then, you know? So, anyways, would I give this one a listen? It's a 50-50. Now, I'm kind of shocked to see this one on here. Here, Ozzy Osbourne's Black Rain. That's why when I was like this, I looked over and I'm like, why is that on there? I'm kind of shocked about this one. Let me read this. Ozzy Osbourne hasn't been at the vocal front of so many metal's most legendary albums, but even the Prince of Darkness has some stinkers to name. The biggest black mark is unquestionably 2007's Black Rain, the last to feature guitarist Zakk Wylde. It also saw producer Kevin Churko receive a writing credit on every one of the album's subpar tracks, lacking a distinctive energy and bereft of any real emotion. Black Rain is Osbourne going through the motions with half-hearted songs like the Try Hard anthem I Don't Want to Stop, being one of the most obvious phone-ins. Most obvious phone-ins, I'm sorry. I particularly like this album. Well, I haven't listened to it fully, but would I give this one a fully listen? Would I give this one a full listen? Blech. Would I give this one a full listen? Yes. Because I love Ozzy. I mean, who doesn't love Ozzy? I think my favorite songs are like the first 3 tracks on the album. Not Going Away, I Don't Want to Stop, and Black Rain. Would I give this one a full listen? Honestly, I would, because I kind of want to do the same with Ordinary Man. I've heard a couple songs off of Ordinary Man, and I like it. Especially his feature with Elton John, being like the title track of the album. But Black Rain, I would definitely give a full listen and maybe see what I think about it. Pantera. Well, so this before there was Pantera, there was Glamtera, Diamond Daryl, Rex Rocker. Jesus. Honestly, it's a 50. It's probably more of a 20, 80 for this. Like 20 yes, 80%. Like 20% yes, 80% no. If I was to listen to this. I mean, I know Pantera was like a glam metal band at first, but I didn't know that this was on here. Hold up. Let me see if it's on Spotify. Oh, okay. See, I can't really see when I'm typing that well because I have the fucking recording toolbar in my way. I said Pantera instead of Pantera. Let me see if this is on here. Reinventing the Steel. Damn. Yeah, it's not on here. It's just Cowboys from Hell all the way up to their 20th anniversary edition of Reinventing the Steel. Maybe that's like a cover album or something. I don't know. Oh, wait, yeah, no, it's not a... Doesn't look like a cover album. Anyways, this one I probably wouldn't really give it a listen to. Queensryche. I'm kind of shocked to see that on there. Let's just go through here. You can read these if you want to. Scorpions, Eye to Eye. I don't know about them. Skid Row, Revolutions Per Minute. That's Slayer, Diabolus Musica. I do like Slayer, but I don't know how to feel about that album cover, especially. Look at my guy right here. Look at this man. Stooges. That is some name, like the way that's written. Van Halen 3. Okay. I've seen this album cover. I've definitely seen that album cover. Let me look at this one. Okay, let me read this. When Van Halen fans flocked to pick up Van Halen 3, they probably felt the same concussive shot to the gut like the poor man on the receiving end of a cannon. Oh, that poor guy. Unless he's the world's strongest man, I have no idea. On the album covers when the hit play. The receiving end of a cannon on the album covers when they hit play. Extreme singer Gary Cherone was taped as the band's new frontman. Oh, I remember this. I remember watching a live video of him with the band. He did like both songs from David Lee Roth and Sammy Hagar eras. I thought he did pretty good. Anyways, it's no mystery why this lineup was short-lived. Caught between the two worlds of Diamond Dave and Van Hagar. This mixed bag was a different variations of awful. Flashy guitar work in 1998 was about as cool as tucking your shirt into your underwear. And it was clear Van Halen were devoid of direction, especially on cuts like Without You and the clumsy sort of grunge feel on Fire in the Hole. Would I want to give this one a listen? Honestly, I think I'd listen to Balance more than Van Halen 3. So probably not. Awful metal covers. Oh god. We're not gonna get into that one. So yeah, that's the list. So let me know what you guys think about some of these albums, because I'd be interested to hear about what you guys have to say. I'm sorry if this video seems like a klutz. Not used to. Well, it's not that I'm not used to, like, I wouldn't say I'm not used to this kind of stuff. I don't really. Never mind. I can't fucking. If you guys want to see more videos like this, just let me know. In the meantime, I hope you guys have a great Mother's Day, and I'll see you guys later. Deuces.